Hey guys, it's me again, and I'm back with another video. So, yeah, COVID-19. 3 households can mix over Christmas in the UK. Up to 3 households will be able to meet up during the 5-day Christmas period of the 23rd and 27th December. People can mix in homes, places of worship, outdoor spaces, Title 6 PEs. Existing rules and hospitality and venues will remain. Be a normal Christmas. People can continue to meet people outside their Christmas bubble outdoors according to the rules in the tier where they live. Children under the age of 18 whose parents do not live together may be part of both parents' Christmas bubbles. Existing support bubbles count as one household until towards the 3 household limit. People are allowed to form a different Christmas bubble from the people they live normally. Care home residents able to leave their home. Form a bubble with one other household, but should not form a 3 household bubble. Students are considered to be part of the household in which they have returned. Seeing rules certainly mean go transmission of the virus. At Christmas, coronavirus restrictions will be eased. Across the UK, people will be able to form bubbles at 3 households over a 5-day period. Between the 23rd and 27th December, the 3 households will be allowed to form a temporary Christmas bubble. They can mix indoors and stay overnight. Northern Ireland has been granted a longer window of 22nd to 28th December to allow time to travel between nations. Bubbles will be allowed to meet each other in each other's homes. Worship, or public space garden will be fixed, so will not be able to mix households on Christmas Day and 2 different ones in Boxing Day. During bubble cannot be of others. There will be no limit to the number of people in a household joining a bubble. However, the rules about what counts as a household will depend on where you are. In England, if you have formed a support bubble, another household that counts as 1 household, so you can join with 2 other households in the bubble. People are self-isolating to not join the Christmas bubble. 18 hours meant everyone would self-isolate. Travel restrictions be allowed lifted to allow people to visit their families. You will not be allowed to go for the Christmas bubble. Party settings. Special for people. So in Scotland, meeting friends would be personal judgment. Children of parents who live apart are allowed to be part of 2 separate bubbles. Parents of 3 or more grown-up than 13 cannot form a Christmas bubble. 3 people share in a home, they can all go form separate bubbles. Families can come back to form a single household again afterwards. Plans to allow a temporary easing of COVID restrictions at Christmas have been announced. Boris Johnson has also set plans for a lockdown in England. 23rd and 27th December, up to 3 households will be allowed to form a temporary Christmas bubble and mix indoors. Northern Ireland has been granted a longer window of 22nd to 28th December to allow time to travel between nations. Not allowed to meet. Bubble lockdown will end just after midnight on Wednesday the 2nd December. Shops, gyms, care services will all reopen. Collective worship, weddings, and outdoor sports will resume. People will no longer be limited to seeing 1 other person outdoors. The rule of 6 will apply in outdoor public spaces. Non-essential foreign travel allowed. Different rules for pubs and spectator sports in Tier 1. They will be able to open until 11 p.m. with last orders at 10 p.m. They can only open if they serve substantial meals. Alcohol can be served without meal, 3 or 3. Hospitality venues must close apart from delivery and takeaway. And yeah, I also saw that the lockdown could last beyond the 2nd of December anyway. These venues must close apart from delivery and takeaway. Tier 1. And they meet with 1 people, souls group up to 6. 1 areas will be able to meet people they don't live with outdoors. People in Tier 2 can't socialise with other households indoors. Tier 3 can't mix with households indoors. Childcare advised not to travel to 3 areas. So stay at home and except for essential reasons such as work. Can not socialise with friends indoors. Can meet 1 person. Schools, nurseries, colleges remain open. Workplaces can stay open. You can take unlimited exercise outdoors. Your household sport bubble. Outdoor playgrounds remain open. Each sport continue but not grass sports. Pubs and restaurants must close. Takeaways, deliveries can continue. Non-essential shops must close. Supermarkets, food shops off licences. Petrol stations, pharmacies can remain open. Weddings, civil partnership ceremonies are not allowed. Only 30 people can attend a funeral. Solicit will otherwise be allowed to go ahead. Things will be easy till then. Northern Ireland will go into a 2-week circuit break lockdown from midnight on Friday 27th November. Close contact services can reopen by appointment. Unlicensed hospitality premises such as cafes and coffee shops must close by 8. Pubs, bars, restaurants are except for takeaways and deliveries which must stop by 11 p.m. Inform support bubble of any size or in a household. Cannot stay overnight. Someone else's home. Bubble them. No indoor contact sport is allowed. No events of more than 15 people are allowed. Households cannot mix indoors. In private homes, non-essential shops must close. Cafe, coffee shops must close again for 2 weeks. Schools remain open. Clifton, Friday 11th December, 24th November. People from 2 households can meet inside their homes. No gatherings by people selling to up to 6 people from 2 households can meet outdoors or in the pub or restaurant. Alcohol can be served indoors till 8 and outdoors until 10:30. No indoor gatherings at homes. Pubs and restaurants can open until 6, but alcohol cannot be served. Non-essential shops, pubs closed. Schools stay open in all levels. People living in level 3 or 4 must not travel, except for essential purposes. It's on 9th November. 2 households can form a bubble. Up to 15 people can meet for organised activities. To close and lockdown can reopen. Use permitted. Don't live with still cannot come into our social and an extended household with them. Until after start and hospitality centre are to close. This Friday to close again until November. Non-essential retail close on buses for those in film and TV productions. Takeaway services. Leisure and entertainment. Contact services only for 1 week. Close at 8 p.m. Schools remain open. Parks did stay open. Gyms, non-essential shops will be able to reopen when lockdown ends next month. Will return from 7th. The 3-tiered regional measures. We will be allowed to return some sporting events. Foreign people should continue to work from home. Delivering takeaway pubs and meals. Allowed to open when pubs and restaurants are allowed to open. All sorts will now be at 10 p.m. So such as those capacity in terms of households mixing. Tier 1, 6 people. Tier 2, no mixing of households indoors. 6 people in Tier 3, toughest tier, household mixing is not allowed. 2nd December, parents with babies under the age of 1, thought bubble. The vaccine news. And outdoor sports can resume. So, December will be open until 11 p.m. Also, orders at 10. Gradually and not all at the same time. Only open if service substantial meals. Must close apart from takeaway, delivery and drive-through services. And Friday 27 November, except for takeaways which must stop by 11 November. These closures will continue and cafes and coffee shops will also need to close. pubs, restaurants, cafes can open. A maximum of 4 people can meet indoors. You must provide table service only. £10,000. They don't do this. 8 people from 3 households can meet indoors. Maximum of 6. Stands for meal. Only allowed until 8 p.m. and outdoors until 10:30. So food and non-alcoholic drinks until 6 p.m. It's closed. 21 days. Sorry. 2nd of December. Non-essential retail will be allowed to open in the beautiful Christmas shoppers and on high street. Gyms will be allowed to open too, so the nation doesn't pull on the pounds in the run-up to Christmas. A 10 p.m. curfew for pubs, critics claim did more harm than good, will be scrapped. 5-day break, see the 20th of December. Days between 23rd and 27th December, people across the UK will be able to mix those in their bubble. Home, so travel restrictions will also be lifted between nations. Bubble, allowed an extra day beside a 5-day window to travel. Christmas bubbles are unlikely to be able to meet in pubs, bars or restaurants. Homes, people still continue to follow all other restrictions. People will still be able to meet others outdoors, outside of Christmas bubbles if they're allowed under the walls of the which they live. The New Year celebrations. We'll be able to meet together on Christmas bubble between 23rd and 27th December. Shops, gyms, hairdressers will open. Non-essential shops, hairdressers, gyms will be open across England. First, it will resume. The rule of 6 will return, meaning people will no longer be limited to seeing in person. 10 p.m. curfew will be extended to 11 p.m. Last orders at 10 p.m. Still work from home when possible. Pubs, bars must close. It's closed except for delivery, takeaway. Travel both within the country and abroad for holidays again from 2nd of December. So lockdown. Those will be allowed to mix for 5 days and plan to allow families to reunite for Christmas. Friends separated will be able to move between 2 separate bubbles. Social distancing will not be necessary. 5 counts will not be able to join their families for Christmas under new guidance. Turning from halls, term on the families. Normal Christmas. Restrictions will be lifted across the UK for 5 days between December 23rd and 27th. Holidays. 20th for additional day, Northern Ireland. Christmas bubble during that period. Not required to follow social distancing while they are together. Advise exercise caution. Gather in pubs and restaurants. System lockdown ends. Banning social mixing. All hospitality venues will be forced to close. Saturdays offering takeaway and delivery. And courts continue to be open. Schools remain open. Gatherings of more than 6 people will be banned. Be outdoors. The rule of 6 supplies must stop taking orders at 10 p.m. before closing at 11 p.m. Overnight stays will be permitted if they're limited to support couple. People, hairdressers, beauty salons, cinemas can reopen. No mixing of households indoors. Pubs, bars must close. Have substantial meals. 10 p.m. close at 11 p.m. They will be permitted. Close in the same bubble. No mixing of households indoors. Must close. Takeaway sims is allowed to remain open. Indoor entertainment venues will close. Stores will be permitted except for work. Shops, pubs, restaurants, bars, gyms remain open up to 6 people. 8 people from 3 households can be indoors. No households can mix indoors. Up to 6 people from 2 households can be outside. No households can mix indoors. Up to 6 people from households can be indoors. Non-essential shops closed. Entertainment closed. Closing schools have reopened. 15 people can organise activities. Date November 27th. Schools, pubs, restaurants closed. Indoor meetings between households will be limited, maximum 10 people. Stay at home, work from home if possible. Occasion. To close, you got period. Open. Things from open. 8 p.m. closing. Not motorcycles. School PE to continue. Stay at home, work from home if possible. Schools remain open. Lockdown ends in a second. Vice, work from home cannot until start of April next year. Shops, hairdressers, gyms, roads open. Rule of 6 is back. People can meet indoors and outdoors. Great. Shop will take an order at 10. Close at 11. Weddings are allowed to have 15 guests. Classes can continue. Rule of 6. People from other households are not allowed to mix indoors. Weddings are allowed 15 guests. Now, cinemas can reopen. People cannot mix indoors in those outdoor situations. Exercise classes can have an outdoors. All pubs, bars, operates takeaways. Over 15 guests. Wedding receptions are banned. Large events should not take place. Travel restrictions be lifted across the UK for 5 days between December 23rd and 27th. People to gather over the holidays. One permitted to travel an additional day. Bubble can meet at home. Bubble members are not required to distance. Members are not get together in pubs or restaurants. The 2nd of December, pubs and tier 3 will stay shut. Crowds allowed in sport. Then ends 2nd of December. Rule of 6 for meeting indoors and outdoors. No for mixing indoors. Rule of 6 supply outdoors. No for mixing indoors. pizza. Down the end on 2nd of December. Pubs, restaurants, gyms, non-essential shops that will close, but schools, colleges and universities can stay open. People will be told to stay at home, except for specific reasons. Food work cannot be done from home, childcare, education, exercise outdoors, medical reasons, essential shopping, providing care for people, visiting members of your support bubble, meetings indoors, private gardens will not be allowed. Just can meet one other person. So non-essential retail will close but can remain open for click and collect delivery. Pubs, bars, restaurants will have to close but can still provide takeaway and delivery, excluding takeaway of alcohol. Indoor facilities closed, places for worship will close unless they're being used for funerals, broadcasts, acts of worship, individual prayer, worship ceremonies will not be allowed to take place. Or to move between homes. People will be told to avoid non-essential travel. Overnight stays will not be allowed. Gyms and non-essential shops are allowed to be open. Lockdown ends next month. When possible, restaurants are allowed to open. Last orders 10 p.m. Capacity 1. Not allowed. Baby 1. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one, which will be this Friday, hopefully, and then yeah, that might. And then obviously my next video will be on the 2nd of December, and then that'll be the last video. So yeah, see you then, bye.